Hey guys, this is Quinton. So right now, I'm here with my co-producer Caleb, and we are going to be watching basically what I consider the first review that I think counts. I guess it's the first Generation 2 review, and that is the first review the two of us worked on, which is Quinton reviews Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys. A title so long it isn't currently appearing all the way on my homepage. Like I said, I'm here with Caleb. Say hi, Caleb.
Obvious joke where I just say hi, Caleb.
Ah, shit. You got me. Ho ho! So, Caleb, what were you saying earlier about the fact that you've probably watched this more than me?
I've when the channel was first rebooting, is it a reboot or a season 2? I'd like to call it a reboot.
Yeah, it's a reboot, I think. I think Quinton Reviews 2013 is season 0, like the Yu-Gi-Oh season that doesn't count.
Yeah. No, that's the only canon one. I would, because it had like fucking 228 views in a month, I would show it. That's a little generous. It had like 45 views in a month.
Definitely.
Uh, I would show it to my friends. To sort of get the channel name out there. I showed it to oh, I guess he's not appearing, so I don't know if he wants us to use his name. I showed it to my one friend, um, uh, and he liked it a lot. Let's call him Michael. Um, so I was like, great. Now I never have to watch this again because he'll show it. And like halfway through, my other friend was like, "Hey, that seems pretty funny. Show it to me afterwards. I'm not gonna jump in the middle." And I'm like, "Oh dear." So I showed it. I ended up every time I like started to show a bit of it to someone, they'd be like, "All right, well, I mean, I've already started. Why not just watch all 40 minutes of this fucking review?"
That's crazy to me. I never like when I was doing this stuff. Oh shit! When I was doing this stuff, I never imagined for a minute that anyone was going to watch it all the way through. Have I ever told you this amazingly pathetic story about this, which kind of relates? When I first started doing reviews, and I heard that in order to get views on your channel, you needed to have like people watching a lot of I read that one video had to get like 4 years worth of views, right? So
Yeah.
I did this thing where I opened this review up on YouTube Repeat, which is a site where you can play a video forever and ever. And whenever I wasn't in my room, I would just leave it playing, so that maybe I would like win in the analytics. And I don't think it ever worked because I also don't think it registered as views. It never caused my view count to go up. I don't think that site counts as views.
Um, it doesn't.
So yeah, me and Kayla are basically just gonna watch this video, and immediately I'm like frozen on the first frame, and immediately I know I'm gonna be embarrassed by a lot of this because I know that just my early reviews probably fucking suck. Oh, sorry, my early reviews. My reviews probably fucking suck. All right, dude, you're at 0.
Oh, who would have saw that joke coming? Everybody.
I only made it because if I didn't make the joke, you would.
Yeah, but it's funnier when I come from it because it's that sort of like actual honesty.
All right, yeah. So just for a little bit of context, by the way, we were right. We just finished watching. We just finished editing and everything, and it's on YouTube. Our the second Fairly Odd Parents movie review, and we're about to at some point try and get into the next review, and we figured this would be a good spacer thing. And I want to try and do these for every single one of the reviews last year, so I can encourage you guys to watch my old videos, so I can get a lot of money. Anyways, Caleb, are you synced up to 0?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh God,
It's Christmas, everybody.
are you seeing the fucking low frame rate on this?
Okay, elephant in the room. It's not Christmas.
Yeah,
It's not.
not just that.
It's not even
The music was
December.
way too loud.
Yeah,
January.
the camera looks like garbage because I only had like a 480p camera,
Put this aside for a little while too long.
and it's so hard to turn it down to a volume where
Put
I.
it aside for another 11 months. But you know what? It's raining right now. It is.
It is.
Or at least I think it is. I don't go outside anymore.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it's
prepared
pretty
for that.
funny.
I wasn't prepared for the I don't go outside anymore joke.
Decorations are still up. So you know what? It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
The holidays are a varied and diverse.
I almost-
Oh man, I forgot you used you unironically used stock photos for a while.
Yeah, like I thought this was good.
Spending
That it
time with our families around a lit,
Oh,
roasting
it's so
fire.
shit. It looks like the gift of John.
Giving help to the more
Yeah, it does. It looks like our purposefully shitty side channel that was so bad that it didn't even catch on as a joke.
For me, there's only one true way to get into the holiday spirit.
Uh,
Old TV specials, specifically Rankin Bass.
I feel like there's more than one way to get into the holiday spirit. I feel like that's your way.
I feel like I was just trying to find a way to write that line.
Some people say that the films
Yeah.
are
Oh my god.
overrated, but I couldn't disagree.
It's crazy.
Kinda
I'm
like-
still using this mic.
The expanse of the worlds and ideas of these films could be, feeling like
Yeah,
a
I know,
magical
but now you
adventure.
like put a blanket over your head, don't you?
No, I did that once and it didn't work. It sounded
Some
like
other
shit.
films are a little-
Oh.
I just know where to put the mic now and I know how to clean it up.
Obviously had a lot of dedication and hard work.
For a while when I was doing things on this channel, I was completely under the impression that I needed to do something like nerdy that I could build off of, or like I could tell you if it was good or
Yeah,
not.
you were. And at every moment I was like, no.
Not only popular culture,
I don't think it-
I was like, wider strokes, friend. You need to hit wider strokes.
I think it was honestly because like I thought that it was the best way to hit it like groups of people.
Growing up, I didn't have
Yeah.
many friends.
No, you were of the mindset of like small dedicated fan base.
Which is, if anyone's
Rather than,
curious, the reason I quit the first time is because I made a video that got like 1,000 views. I made 2 videos in a row, like a week apart, or a day apart, that got like 1,000 views,
Point is, where
and I
was
hated them so much that I didn't want that fan base.
I usually
I was like, if this is what people want me to make, this shitty fucking, I'm just gonna quit. Anyways, back on this though.
It's the spacing between your words, because like I was a bit hyperbolic last time, but there is like a good. Sometimes there's anywhere from like a half a second to about a second of space between every word, and it's the
Yeah.
fact that you
No, there was, like-
constantly you cut yourself off mid-thought and then come back to the thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if anyone's unaware, me and Caleb are talking about the fact that I talk super slow in videos as old as 4 months old, not even something this old. And that's really me, by the way, if anyone's asking. But yeah, what happened was, I watched part of the fucking, what was it? The food fight review, where I'm just like, it's like the whole review is me trying to figure out how to pronounce every single word in the food fight review. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
and the sausages, they form a
Not
shit-
food
a-
fight, sausage party.
Fight, yeah. I'm gonna Google this word now. And then I got a comment that was like, hey, could you just talk faster? Oh, that's weird. Look, I zoomed it in to make it look better, which I wouldn't do that anymore. It was probably just the best
Yeah, because
copy.
it fucking stretched.
Yeah,
It's not the.
I probably just downloaded a shit copy. This is my first like reaction joke here.
So what are reindeer games?
Angry reindeer, doodle reindeer, flappy reindeer.
Oh, so like regular games with the word reindeer added to them.
Huh.
Someone either needs to start or stop trying.
Oh.
Oh. Anyways, what was I saying?
That's the only reaction you can have to that. You could have capitalized on that so well had you made this review now. And it was just one of those like, this is shit. Fuck this.
Yeah, well, it was literally someone commented it on, I think it was the food fight video, where they said, hey Quinton, could you just talk faster? And they said, and I think they said word by word, there are so many channels where people nowadays that are review channels where they just talk slow because they think it makes them sound smart. Just talk faster. And I was like, okay.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, at that time you were like, okay. That's a good point.
No, but that was like literally right after, I think it was right before the fucking Leafy video.
On top of the house, a lone man no longer
Yeah.
stands.
You'll notice that every once in a while there's something I didn't de-interlace right.
A reverse Santa. Or a reverse Grinch.
Oh.
Oh, you were very proud of that joke.
What joke was it?
The reverse Santa or reverse Grinch.
Okay, no man. I think you wrote that joke.
I didn't write that joke. You wrote that joke. I know you wrote that joke.
Okay, no, I take it back. I think I wrote the joke, but I only kept it in because you kind of liked it.
That might be it.
I know that it's true that you liked it or something. Because I don't know if people know this, but I
don't
kind of,
know.
I
I'm
kind of
sorry
write.
for that.
I kind of write.
I'm sorry
I kinda,
about that one.
I kind of write these videos for Caleb, to be honest. You can tell right here that I'm just trying really hard to appeal to like I Hate Everything fans.
Probably.
I think his review of the little panda fighters was what made me want to do reviews again.
Hmm.
No, it needs a lot more work before you could even start to overlook it.
Oh my god.
You may notice that
Zoom
I
in
think
on-
I feel like this one because you always have this sort of optimism about your videos, especially in your early ones. I think this one you take the optimism a little too far. Because later in the video, I don't mean to spoil anything, but later in the video you're like, this could have been a pretty good movie had they improved everything. But as it stands, it doesn't need much improvement.
No, I had no idea what I was fucking doing when I made this. I had no idea what I was doing. No, I swear to God, no, there is this like this point in the Frosty review, right, where where like I'm pretty much like where like I'm playing this like cynical that guy with the glasses character, and then like
Yeah.
and then I fucking break. And I just start giving like real. I start saying like real analysis that I actually believe in, and then we just kind of
Yeah, no, that was our idea. that was the idea behind the video. Remember? You were like, "Fuck this movie." Like I was always like, just be like, "Fuck this movie" until like halfway through, and then it like slowly changes you. Because that's how we were when we went into the second movie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think. I remember us being like, "This movie changed us, so we need to illustrate it."
Yeah.
And right after Frosty came Timmy Turner, believe it or not. Robotech Voltron.
Yeah,
doesn't
and
count.
I feel like that one was the most influential on your sort of modern style.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
put both modern and style in air quotes, but like separate sets of air quotes.
Yeah. It's weird to think that like the weird thing is that like everyone loved the Timmy Turner review, but it wasn't nearly as popular as it is now for God. Sorry, that got me a little bit. It wasn't nearly as popular as it is now, the Timmy Turner review. Like when I first posted it, it got just about I think it got like twice as many views as most of my videos got, which means like 400 views. And that like blew our minds. And
It did blow our minds.
And it was right after Leafy that suddenly I was getting like 1,000 views on that video for like 10 days. Jesus Christ, this joke. Where it seems like
You guys need some space.
No, this is one of the best jokes in the video.
Where this movie is not taking place, please.
goes on a little too long.
It does go on a little too
You know
long,
what?
but that is,
I'm done
I
with
think
this
that sums
movie.
up
I think I'm gonna
your
go.
channel in the early days.
Yeah. Do you know what's
Oh,
honestly?
I forgot that you review music in this, and you're just like every time it's like,
Yeah,
this
just
is
go
like
on.
this, but it sucks.
That isn't
Like
a
you
not
go on
funny
about like
joke.
one. No, you go on about like one aspect of the song for like 5 minutes, and then you be like, my overview of the song is kind of like this, but it sucks.
But my analysis of this is literally just, isn't it just like me crying and me being like, why did they put this in the movie? No, I'm
Yeah.
laughing and I'm like, what is this? I'm not listening to it. I have it muted.
I have it almost muted.
It is so hard to get this video muted. Oh, there we go. Okay.
The worst lull in this movie is when you talk about like the two Toy Island songs back to back, and you say virtually the same thing in both, and it's like a 10-minute segment.
I'm just having a mental breakdown during this skit.
Music you can play with this movie. Oh god. Oh no.
It is like a that
Oh, this is
like
gonna be a bad movie. Oh
like I talk about Caleb all the time now that like my mentor figures from when I was a
We
kid.
next see a kite, which has a face.
The face joke got me.
The narrator directed
They're like my that guy with
That's
the
what
glass.
got most of my friends.
Yeah.
They somehow sat through like 11 minutes, and then that got them.
And they were like, well, I'm going to stick around with this guy.
Yeah.
Anyways. I don't even think that I cared about some of the shit that I talk about in this video. I was like, hey, it'd be funny if I talked about the fact that the snowmen look different, right?
No, whatever. I need to make this a 40-minute video. That's what people expect from me.
Yeah. No, but like I said, like I grew up watching that guy with the glasses, right? And
Yeah.
there was like a format that that like 90% of the people on that website went by.
Yeah.
I just thought that was the only way to do a video.
Yeah,
And,
no, you
and
did.
now that I've like evolved, I fucking hate those channels.
Same here. Like because they're so formulaic.
Yeah.
You can expect every joke,
Back what I said about that being
and maybe you can derive some sort of
Yeah.
fun from like being like, oh, I guess that joke.
Yeah.
After a while, that
One of my favorite examples is one of my favorite critics, actually. That guy with the glasses. Oh, not that guy with the. Todd in the Shadows.
Todd in the Shadows.
Has to, oh, look. I didn't get that to the full screen. Anyways. Todd in the Shadows started this thing some time ago where he started purposefully starting his reviews off with the opposite of how he feels so he could evolve your opinion.
Yeah, you told me about it.
But it gets to the point that you can definitely guess
Yeah.
what the twist is going to be. Like he'll be like, "This is gonna be a sweet metal song," and I'll be like, "It's gonna be a nursery rhyme, isn't it?" The kite joke was my favorite joke at the time.
What, the one where you zoom in on his face?
Yeah, just to point out the fact that shit, here we go. The first thing I did when I want to mention the sad thing is that I did record our reactions, but I deleted it. Because the only reasons I recorded our reactions was I thought I would need it for script writing. So as soon as I didn't need it, I deleted it. Oh, cringe meter. This is a good joke that I've never brought back. Probably because I would ruin it.
Ruin it?
I'd run this joke into the ground.
Well, then
Watch
don't.
Watch.
I feel like this is an underutilization of the joke.
Yeah, we should probably salvage this.
Sucks. It really sucks.
What was I saying? Shit.
So we don't post this until after we salvage the cringe meter joke.
But anyway, yeah, like I did record our reactions to watching this movie, but I deleted it, and that sucks because that'd be a cool thing. But the first thing I did for this review is I sat down with not only Caleb, but I sat down with my dad in different sessions, and I think maybe my sister, and we just took notes. I wrote down any like you know, sudden joke someone said.
Yeah.
Did you see me, like, I used to do this joke where, like, whenever I would mess up a line, I would just make the screen all wobbly.
I did like jokes like that.
Yeah. Where I'm just like... I did like jokes about... I love those jokes, too. But then I stopped doing them. Because I started being able to read the script.
They literally act like nothing happened.
You did. I sat through one of your script reading sessions one time. I think it was Frosty.
Yeah.
And I fucking, like, I got all over your case for being a fucking... You just couldn't read. And I'm like, it's this, Quinton. And you're like, I know. It was like 4 a.m.
Anyways, what I was saying was that I'm terrible at reading scripts.
Yeah.
And today I recorded a script for, well, I won't say in case he doesn't have it out, but for a smaller channel.
I mean, really, do you?
And I still couldn't read it. I still cannot, like, I could never do, like, live television. Because I can only do, like, one sentence at a time.
Yeah. Well,
I guess it takes practice, you know. Those late night TV shows get, like, 3 runs before they go on the air.
Yeah.
This is
Well, the thing about
this is a fucking obnoxious song. I will not. Some of my
there's no defending. Oh yeah, the kite joke. The boomerang joke comes up, and it's like it's so funny. It's not even like something that you did. It's just like the movie's actually funny for a moment. and you try to take credit for it. You're like, isn't that funny? Like, no, you hype up the joke too much, and the payoff is almost not good enough to offset the 15 seconds of hype you give it.
Why?
Hello? 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 Oh, nobody. Oh, he's the telephone with hang-ups.
Are you fucking serious?
And I'm Peggy.
That's a little funny.
the
Come
piggy
on.
bank. Only
Yeah, it's a
thing
little funny.
is, they forgot to give me a slot.
This character is performed and written
Hear
like
that?
she's a woman who's lost her ability to have children in some horrific accident.
What the fuck, Quinton? That's
It's
not allowed.
legitimately depressing.
Why so specific?
Let's be fair though. The Misfits.
You could have just been like woman who's been in a horrible accident and is now sad. Why lost her children?
That's just a guy. That's not a toy. That's just a guy. You could drive a truck through that gap.
Slow down for 1 minute. Just pause. Stop for a
Jesus.
second.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
mute
you
this.
could.
I forgot it was a live action segment. What was it saying? Yeah, that
No,
right there was
one
an
thing-
example. First of all, that was a funny joke. I just didn't know how to say it. Second of all, that was a joke that was added like much later, because sometimes I would be editing and I would think of funnier jokes and I would put them in. That's where at most comes from. What were you gonna say?
It's oh jeez, I don't remember actually.
Oh, oops. That's gonna bother me more than it'll bother you.
I don't think you know how much my short-term memory loss bothers me.
You're telling me, dude. I'm only 20 minutes in. That was one of my dad's jokes.
Shall we?
And so is this right here.
Nothing to fear, Your Highness. I'm a professional.
I got my degree online.
That was one of my dad's jokes.
That's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Although it only works out of context.
So
Yeah.
Santa and the guy
Well, you
who
mean like
lost
later
the
you
first
see that
locked
he
down the
didn't
toy
get his
box
degree
purely
online?
Because a toy taker is on the loose.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
the guards are also toys.
You should have just left it at that. Also, the guards are also toys.
I don't know, I guess elf labor laws are pretty strict.
Hermine and Rudolph leave to return to the North Pole and end up talking about where their
You
hear
lives
that? That
are
was a
right now during the desolate silence.
Mike.
Oh yeah,
Pop.
you didn't have like a puff. You didn't have a puff guard.
Yeah. For a while, I would talk under the mic to avoid that.
Who told you?
Everyone in Christmas Town knows.
They do?
Haven't you told each other?
Well, not
You know, I just realized
Last time
this movie has the same like plot structure as Moana.
Is this
Okay,
real?
that's interesting.
Is this a real movie?
Caleb
No,
saw
I mean
Moana.
like
Because I didn't think that we'd be pulling.
I saw Moana and I really didn't like it.
Oh, really?
I like it less and less every day. No, it's it's bad. Like the
No,
Rock in
no.
it is
Caleb
great,
was like,
but
Caleb was like, "Do you want to go see this movie?" And I was like,
Academy of
"Nah."
Stop. Why is there an Elf Academy of Dental Arts?
oh, you make a
Why
big
is
fucking
there
deal
a
out of this
filled
stupid
with
fucking.
elves already graduating at the time Hermie graduates?
This is another thing I'm glad
Hermie
we
was
sort of
definitely the first and only
like
elf
left
that
in the
wanted to be
past
a
is
freaking
like
dentist.
sort of nitpicking about like stupid fucking bitchy shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I
fine
do
to
not.
nitpick about something if it's funny,
Yeah.
but like this was you were just like this doesn't fit in the canon.
Definitely.
The Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy exists in the Rankin Bass universe.
It's like it's
The
It's
Tooth
almost as
Fairy
bad
is
as,
a
like, the
Southern
sort of-
belle.
Yeah.
the Goku versus Superman argument is like he was weak because this.
Everything makes sense and everything is also ruined.
No, for real. At the end of the day, I don't know.
Suddenly, in the middle of their
how
voyage,
I would
storm
say if this
breaks out
movie is
with Hermie
bad.
and Rudolph, disrupting their travel.
What do you
What
mean?
I-
Damn winter boulder
Like,
bullshit
usually I can be like,
again.
well, I don't like this movie because, you know, so-and-so, it's got these problems. They could have improved it this way. But this movie is like, I did such a bad job of analyzing it the first time that I don't know, like, what my description would be. Oh, this was, well, like, one of the first really funny jokes we did. I shouldn't hype it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Did the lightning just destroy the? Did the lightning just destroy the ice?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was one
That
of
was
those
a big
things. I didn't know
fucking
how to commentate on that at the time, but we always thought it was funny. What was I saying? Yeah, like, I don't know Like, what is? I guess it's bad just because it's like aimless. Nothing feels like it
Yeah.
matters. It does feel like a bunch of web shorts that like there's like one epic finale that crosses them all over,
Yeah.
which is something you told me to put in the script and I did, but I didn't know what you meant at the time.
What did you mean? Sorry, what were you saying?
The way
Oh, I
these
was saying
scenes
that
are,
like
I actually
it feels
thought
like a
was
bunch of
supposed to
shorts that
represent
were
some
just
of the
stitched
voids
together
in
with no
Hades'
relevance
old
at the
Greek
end.
mythology.
What, this one?
Little did I
Yeah, the whole
know that I
movie.
was traveling to a place
Like this feels like a different little mini movie where they're on the island
Yeah.
and then they escape, and that'd be like 10 minutes. And, oh god, do you know I probably shouldn't mention this, but do you know it was a big evolution from the channel actually? Really affected my
What?
style of jokes. There was a joke in this review that you wrote, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny. That's something they would do on thatguywiththeglasses.com. And I was showing my dad a clip of it, and he was like, you should rewrite the whole review not to have that joke.
Really?
And I think it was some joke about we called the hippo Jewish.
Why would we?
I don't think I advocated for that.
I think that was your joke.
I think I made like a.
Stop. Just stop.
That does not feel like a me thing.
You can, man. You make
Because
jokes
I can
like
get
that.
pretty racy. I can get pretty racy, but like Jews are so hard to make fun of if it's not a money grubbing character.
You're going places really fast.
I think it was we trying to identify her accent, and you were like, maybe she's Jewish, and I was like, let's make fun of that. Or maybe you were like, let's make fun of that.
No, you were like, she's German. I'm like, no, dude, she's not German at all. She just switches between them. And then at one point in the live reactions, I was like, now she switched to fucking Jewish.
And I was like,
And then you
well-
were like, let's do this, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
But it was like a really big thing that I rewrote several scenes in the script to no longer, because that was her like joke nickname.
Jupo. You called her the Jupo.
Yeah.
Multiple levels of
And my
irony?
dad was like, that's
Should I be
super.
angry? Should I be pessimistic? Should I be
It's
laughing?
like
What
not
should I
only not
do?
funny, it's like weird to watch.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I was like,
He's got a very shiny nose.
you see,
So Kim Kardashian-
what I would make fun of now is the fact that they deliver that line like they're like, holy shit, he's got a gun!
Oh my god!
Look how stilted her hand. Did you see how quickly she turned around right there?
Outcast, broken, and unnatural. But by the end of the film, they were able to find home.
Yeah, here's the
Love
bullshit.
them for who
Like,
they were.
this is another thing that I do that I would never do. And I told you this. I said I don't want to do this in a review ever again. And you were like, when have you ever did that? I hate this shit where I try and make a movie discussion into like a moral discussion.
And showing them how to deal with their differences, it gives them plastic surgery.
I think it worked, and you did do it. You've done it twice.
Serious.
You did it in Fairleys as well.
Yeah, I did, but I think it worked better in
And
Fairly.
that's either one of the. Yeah, I think that's either one of the best parts of that video or one of the worst, and I can't tell.
I wouldn't do it again. I think it's a stupid thing to do. And it is like a big cliche now with movie reviewers.
Really?
To be like,
Yeah.
well, this Family Guy
This is
episode
where we're
sucks
gonna go
because
with
it's
this
a
film.
joke, but I'm going to take it
Down this
seriously.
morally dubious and like weird
Well, I think that only works for like the most like
I mean,
upper
let's be
echelon
real,
of
there were
offensive
recommended
things.
films that went
Yeah.
to weird
Like if
places,
it,
really.
like if a Family Guy
There
episode
was a
just came on, it was like,
recommended film
China's are dumb. We hate China.
No.
I can't even get the job right.
No need to worry,
This is a
my
weird
friend.
side joke, but I
We
like
will
it.
use time machine to find solution. Oh goodness! I forgot
What is this joke?
I actually forgot.
This is what the movie
I
is
feel-
like, though. It's probably like one of the best parts of the video.
What is going on? This feels like something.
And then I have to put like an actual clip from the movie just to make it clear I'm not making it up.
and this direction and the locations because they were interesting and filled with passion.
I feel like
This place isn't
that
fun.
clip right there was something that you might actually review on your channel.
I've always meant to review it, but it was always like I had like 1 week to do it.
No,
and
not
I,
the movie, just the clip.
I mean, of course, places like this would actually exist in worlds of evidence and toys, but it's not approached. as
and that's like the only time I've ever used like the
island around
the
pole.
Shaggy voice.
So the
Yeah, it
approach
is,
reads
isn't it?
Like wow, like oh that was terrible.
Don't do it over call, please, dear God.
Yeah, but I try and argue that like, well, it is I shouldn't have said that it was like a moral thing. I should have just said that it was fucking stupid. Because it is still fucking stupid that there is a side plot about...
I might have advocated for the Jupo joke. I don't remember it, though. Someone had to, and I guess it would have been me.
What was I saying? Ignoring that dumb joke. I should, because it is fucking dumb that there's a storyline in this.
Are you there?
The island of misfit toys.
About goddamn plastic surgery.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Wants a normal nose.
And he wants a date with the tooth fairy.
Those two things don't feel comparable. I don't know why I just played a clip of myself there. I felt like it was just because, like, I should play a clip here to signify the fact that this is fair use. Ah, shit. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, this bullshit though, where I'm trying to make like an arg. I'm like, what's up with this? Why is it doing this?
Well, he wants a normal nose.
No, but the reason that this review is long for real is that I do just play most of the movie.
Yeah, and that's like the one thing you're like, I don't want to play most of the movie.
Yeah, didn't I make a big deal about not?
I think that was the best example of it right there. You were like, you'd always be like, sometimes I would just have these moments where I'd play like a minute of unedited movie footage and then I'd just like make a face. That's like, it's happening like right now.
I mean, I got better. No, it was like a cat. It was like a slow thing. Like if you watch the review that came before this, which was the number 10 review. If you watch that one, I played a lot more of whatever I was reviewing than I do in this. Like I did get better. This just still sucks.
Yeah, just not like you didn't.
One thing was that like
you stopped the cancer from spreading. You didn't remove it.
Yeah. Frosty's Winter Wonderland is like a halfway point, and I'll tell you why. Because in that review, I'm pretty good about only playing selective clips. But whenever I have a reaction joke, I do play like a minute of the movie.
Yeah, this was either the 3/4 point or 1/4 point.
And it's because
depending on how you look at like changes happening.
Yeah. Like in Frosty, there's this joke where like I'm supposed to like watch a scene from the movie and slowly become more... like slowly like it more, and I was just like, how do I do this joke without showing most of the scene?
Clarice cannot fly.
And you're like, I don't.
Yeah.
Super bad at his job.
Oh, there's another really funny joke where I'm like, oh, I'm quitting this.
It's not funny.
I'm Quinton this. Yeah, you like censor it and everything.
Nope, I'm done.
Discovered that the night before, all the toys had been robbed from the storage factory.
That was really good, actually.
It's just because of the noise she makes.
Dude, by the way, I was very adamant about like liking your old review set with like the action figures in the back and everything, but now that like I watch an old video with like your head taking up a good 70% of the
Yeah.
camera, I got mad. You gotta pause.
All right.
I'm like, oh, this is so much better.
Yeah. Well, I just think it looks fucking weeby as hell to have like a bunch of action figures behind me. I'm bringing it back a little bit. If you watch my new video, I do have some Easter eggs.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big thing we did for a while for some goddamn reason.
Yeah.
You spend like every penny you had on like some stupid fucking action figure to put in the background of a video.
Yeah, I'd buy like
And then
5.
you'd be like,
Yeah.
and then you'd be like, I can't wait till someone someday notices this.
Yeah, like all my old reviews, except for the ones where I forget, they have like there's like this one spot in my shelf that was always empty, so I'd put something there every video. And in this video, it's the fucking abominable snowman.
I think the last video we did that for was like your least watched review because we decided to try to do it in a 2-parter. Herbie.
Herbie, yeah, it might be. I think I did it all the way like up to. I want to say I kept doing it up to like Hey Arnold, but I just stopped telling you about it. Because it literally became like, I want to film. I'm gonna go run around my house for 20 minutes trying to find one thing that would make sense for this video. I know that there's one in End of Time, and it's just a Doctor Who figure.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah. And the worst part is I had a unique Rassilon figure that I just forgot I had. Anyway, are you synced up?
No, here's the thing, right? I have a 1:30 unskippable ad.
What the fuck?
For a game that's a month old.
What game is it so I can put it up?
It's more than a month old. It's fucking Gears of War, dude.
What the
The Gears
fuck?
of War that came out 4 months. What the fuck? Anyway,
I never decided, is the That's Not Blood joke still funny? Was it ever funny?
I don't know.
I've
It's not
defi-
unfunny.
Only other funny joke in the movie.
It's just sort of filler.
Yeah, it's just some weird joke about like Santa ate cum.
Come.
Yeah, that was the joke, man. Did
Oh,
you
that
really
was the
never?
joke?
Did you never catch on the fact that that's the joke?
It was a red liquid. Like, how was I supposed to get that joke?
It's like like that light people use to find like blood and semen. That's the joke. That's what Rudolph was using. There were multiple jokes. Rudolph is using his nose as one of those lights, like an infrared light or whatever it's called.
That's such a fucking. I'm sorry, that's a stupid joke.
And then Santa and Rudolph's like, it's blood, and then Santa's like, oh, that's not blood because it's cum.
That's fucking semen. I feel
And there's a third joke. There's a third joke there where Santa knows what it tastes like. This is the weird like indoctrination camp part of the movie.
Anyone check to see if that drum there
Yeah.
is live?
Oh, this was your joke.
Does the drum have a face? It's designed to be hit in the face this way.
This was your joke. What were you
Are
saying?
you saying that so that like you remove yourself from putting it in the video?
No, it's a funny joke and it's your joke.
I had to explain to you what indoctrination meant. So
Did you?
you thought it meant something like different, and I'm like, no, it's just when you. I was like, you remember Charles You remember Manson, right? And you were like, yeah, and I'm like, well, his cult. Like,
Oh my
When
god,
they
the
would-
Ben Carson joke.
you made a Ben car. I never noticed that before. I remember also like indirectly telling you like, man, he would spend like fucking. I like added up all the list of crimes that this guy did, and they're like, he spent at least fucking 30 in a prison. And then you like put it in the video, and I'm like, oh, he thought it. I wasn't like quoting anything. I was just. I was like, why do you like exactly quote me on that? It's just fucking bullshitting. Whatever.
This was, by the way, the first thing I ever saw of this movie. I flipped on TV sometime and I just saw like the Bumble in the bunny suit, and I thought like
I think you talk about.
I saw
that
it
in the
say it in
review.
the video. I'm sorry, I realized that as soon as I got to the punchline.
But all the toys are still in their trance and rat them out. It's never explained how the toy taker's trance works, by the way. And furthermore, if he can put toys in this trance, why would he ever let them out? The toy taker quickly rushes to the
Probably just because he's a nice guy. He wants them to honestly shut up, Quinton from the past.
Yeah, no, seriously.
You had a
same
joke
thing.
where you wanted it to look like that, like blood was shooting out from the person at the far end of that pile because they hit the fan.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
I didn't
Not
know
as
how to
funny
do
as
it.
that.
And I looking at it, I'm like, I could have done that. Why could she not fly? She could.
You know,
She went to high. She like. It's the equivalent of like Rudolph. Rudolph like skipped out in kindergarten, and she went to high school.
third funny scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Rudolph
Third funny scene in the movie.
begins to chase him to the internet.
This is one of the
We
funniest
laughed
jokes.
about that for like.
I still laugh at this.
Oh yeah, no, this is one of your best jokes I think of the channel.
Yeah, of all time.
Hey, we wasted it on this fucking video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good shot actually, where he falls out of the fire.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's really good.
And it was also like, I insisted, and I knew how to edit it so that you never saw the blimp again. So people might actually think that that was possibly actually in the movie. Which is another thing that I do a lot now. Like I did it with the in the video where I say that a character died. And I'm lying.
Yeah.
But then I edit the review so you never see that character again.
We both take like great pleasure of trying to fool people
Yeah.
into believing so.
I have a lot more fun doing like a scary godmother review than like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys or Fairly Odd Parents 1 review.
Yeah.
Just where I shoot the shit, I criticize some stuff, and then I'm like, this was fun. Which I know that's not what people like watching at all, but
Are you kidding me? That's one of your most watched reviews.
Give up.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
yeah, I guess you're right. But I know people will be disappointed if I don't get to the point where I'm like, fuck this movie.
Well, no, I think your most recent review was really fun to watch because you're like, you can't tell me what I like.
This is the big twist of the film.
I don't need your permission to like something. Fuck
This is
you.
a fine twist. Why am I making a big deal about it?
Yes, he has a backstory.
Yeah, why did we make a big deal out of this?
Because we just thought that's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
This song does suck. This song does suck.
Oh yeah, this is where you like word for word are like, remember Jesse's song from Toy Story 2? This is like that, but it sucks.
Do you?
Here it
It's
is.
his backstory from Toy Story 2, but it fucking sucks!
That was one of the first times where I cut the music out to make the joke work better. Why do
No better.
I make fun of some actor for being in this movie?
Really, Rick?
Yeah,
This
here it
the
is.
film you wanna do above
But
all
he literally does like
Like
5
Moranis.
lines. He does like 5 lines in the movie.
and Spaceballs, the animated series?
Because he doesn't do...
Okay, those were both correct decisions, but still, why do this one?
I love that joke. It aged well, didn't it?
Yeah.
I guess it's aged well because Ghostbusters 3 actually came out, and it did suck. Because back then, Ghostbusters 3 wasn't really a thing, and I was just bullshitting. Because I was like, that probably would have sucked.
Yeah.
I think I just shit on something.
No, go past that. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
You know what? Now I know why I made fun of him, just to do this joke.
Yeah, probably. I forgot that joke existed.
Backstory, and he was abandoned, and they're scared to away.
Do you know what's really bothering me about this review?
They forgive all
And you're not going to
What?
care.
crimes. Help them.
It needs the white borders, man.
How many crimes was that again?
Yeah, no, it absolutely. I actually was thinking about that when the video first started. I was like, oh, it doesn't have the gray.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Also,
doesn't
there's
blend
so
into
many
the background.
there's so many jokes in this as well. Where instead of editing it, I just cut the black for a while.
He would serve 30 years
Yeah.
at least. And that is if he didn't slowly turn into a fluffy Charles Manson in there.
That's a funny edit. That should be the thumbnail.
It should have been the thumbnail. Why wasn't it the thumbnail?
What next? We're gonna start.
I think we were like, we need to make serious thumbnails.
Feminists?
Yeah.
It's the only.
My thumbnail isn't bad.
It's
It's
the only
like
way. We,
it's one of the symbols of my channel, so I'm not changing it.
yeah.
God, it
Your
looks
scary.
like a
Your scary godmother review is easily the best thumbnail we've ever done. And it's not even an us thing. It's just we pause at the perfect time.
Which one? Because there was an original thumbnail.
The new one. Where
Yeah.
where I was like, oh my god, go back to this moment and pause. And you were like, that has to be the thumbnail. And then we forgot about it.
And then I found it and put it back in.
Yeah.
Well, that was the final Rudolph special.
Look at Bumblebee and Bugbite on the shelf. Look at that. Oh.
Seriously. What
Oh
a
wow, are you wearing
extreme
like a tie
At the start
that's
of the film,
not
it really
tied
seems like
properly?
I was
as a
so
joke?
bipolar about my
scratch
outfit.
out of the main character.
Like I was like, there was a video where I wore a tie untied, and I literally didn't post it until after this. But I was like, what do I wear? Do I wear this coat? Do I wear a black shirt like I used to? Do I wear a tie like I did once and never posted it?
instead of introducing a broader story,
And even down to the fact, if you watch the video, it's inconsistent if I wear glasses or not. Because I could not decide how I wanted to dress. I take the coat off like halfway through the video. And I was like, okay, for now on, I walk onto set, I take my coat off, I throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess this is the only video where I stop wearing glasses at some point.
Abandoned. And even if you wanted to do this concept, execution
That's the stretching the screen joke. But I feel like that joke would benefit even more from like the Gray Borders videos now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Romance comedy? Oh yeah. A Christmas movie? Oh, is that what we were supposed to do? It's almost structured
Why
like
the
it was meant
pause?
to be a miniseries. It was just jammed together last minute,
Why the pause?
which perhaps I would work best as a series of connected short films detailing adventures. from
Listen to
one
me,
day the
I
next.
cannot fucking say these lines that I'm saying. I am dying. I am out of breath during this entire sequence.
One day I hope to see a
You can
comedy
hear it in the way that I'm saying these lines.
But today is not
It's like, maybe I could just...
rather 2001.
Should
Certainly not.
should it be an action film? No. Should it be a romance comedy? Sure. Should.
Joining me for the first time. Want to see more
I thought
content
of
from me?
like in a meta sense. I thought if John Miss ever returns after the video that we filmed.
Look, I linked to
Or if you
Channel
just
4 the
never-
movie, Jesus.
3 videos on this channel. I
Oh,
think
you
we're pretty
did.
okay.
But if we ever do the
Left to right-
best part is, oh no, you did, okay.
I'll be there.
But I feel like if John Miss were to ever return like one last time, I feel like
Little winter
the introduction should be
I think it's gonna be a good one.
I've returned from acting school, RoboFag. Honestly, I think I liked the movie more than I liked our review.
I honestly feel the same way. The movie was probably fucking fine. We were probably just babies.
That's probably not true. It's still a bad movie.
It's still definitely a bad movie. I just don't like that movie. Yeah, man, you really fucking convinced me really easily. I don't care about this movie. I don't think it's worth reviewing.
I don't think.
I don't know why we reviewed
Yeah.
this movie. Well, I think it's just a sign that we didn't know what we were doing, and thankfully it doesn't have that many views. Like before.
Well, this movie like we got you like really excited to get into reviewing again. You pestered me about watching it with you for like 2 weeks, and I was finally like, fucking whatever, I'll humor him.
Yeah.
And that was really like I don't mean to be an asshole about it. But that was really like the mentality I had going into it because I didn't like a lot of your older stuff. And I was like, I just, I actually have nothing better to do.
I can understand that.
No offense, like I'm glad we did it now, and it's kind of like Star Wars, except not nearly as profitable.
What
Everyone
the fuck
thought
does
that
that
was gonna
mean?
fail. Well, no, like everyone.
No, that's
working
not
on
the
Star
same
Wars
at all.
Yeah, it is. Everyone working on Star Wars was like, this is fucking stupid.
No, but it's
Whatever.
the opposite though, because we thought it was good. No, it's how you
That's true.
like you went. No, what's happening is
think-
you're saying. So I went into it thinking this is gonna be dumb. So now that we finished watching it, that was pretty dumb.
Well, no, it's the thing. Like
Star
I
Wars
thought it was
my
gonna be
ass.
stupid. I then ended up liking it, and then I look back at it and I'm like, oh, that's stupid. So it's more like Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah. Oh my God, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has 2,000 views. Now I'm kind of upset that it has that many views. I would much rather people have watched Robotech Voltron. Robotech Voltron, actually, now that I think about it, that probably influenced my channel a lot. Aren't I like
It
really? Isn't that the video where I start being super defensive about stupid stuff?
What, Robotech Voltron? Or?
Yeah, have you watched that recently?
No.
A lot of reviews of like any like comic that's like a standalone of anything, especially stuff that hasn't had a story in a while, are literally like,
Why the fuck isn't this the feature-length movie I've been waiting on for 10 years?
because it's a comic that's 5 issues long, you stupid bitch.
Fuck you. Shut up. Fuck you.
But yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys, the review. I did this thing to try and convince you guys to watch my old videos. Don't watch that. It's not very good.
Yeah, no. Now that we've seen them, we're like, never again.
all the good jokes, I probably will turn the volume up in this video. So if you want to see all the good parts of this video and then like us talk about how bad it is, watch this video again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Reload
and then,
the page.
and then see how unfunny we are in this commentary.
Yeah.
And realize and figure out the reason why it takes a week to release a video.
Interestingly enough, right? Do you know what happened right before I did Rudolph? I
No.
posted a commentary of one of my old videos, and it's just
did
me
you?
Yeah, and it's me watching the Zygon review, supposedly my best review at that time, and me being like, "Man, this sure sucks. I don't like this. I'm gonna make something that doesn't
Why?
suck."
That's what I'll do next month. It'll be something that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
3 months later. It's Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. But that's the gist of it. I used to make old videos, but now I make new videos. Some of my old videos are good, but most of them, the audio is bad, the video is bad, the camera's bad, I didn't clean anything up. Some of the jokes are good, they're far in between, there's a lot of pauses. One of my favorite series now started off when I was bad. I don't like my old videos, I barely like my new videos. My videos in the future are going to be better, but I hate them already. Like, subscribe, dislike for more content. Hit up my Patreon where you can take money out and just steal from me.
Can we call it content?
What? Can we call it content? Please give me money.
Yeah.
I'm dying over here, man. Hit up,
as always,
58 cents on my Patreon. You're being stingy at this point if you're not giving me money. I mean, you probably use an ad blocker. And
shut the fuck up.
Okay.